Santiago was an old fisherman, and the sea was his companion. His skin had grown dark and leathery from years beneath the burning sun. His hands were rough, cut, and scarred from pulling heavy fishing lines day after day. Yet, when people looked into his eyes, they did not see weakness. His eyes were as clear and bright as the sea itself, full of life and determination. For 84 long days, Santiago had gone out into the Gulf Stream and returned empty-handed. Not a single fish had been caught. In his small Cuban village, whispers began to spread. The younger fishermen, who still had luck, laughed at him quietly. They called him Salau, the worst kind of unlucky. Yet Santiago carried himself with dignity. He walked proudly with his fishing gear over his shoulder, his back straight, as if luck was something that could never truly defeat a man. Among all the people of the village, only one remained loyal to him, a boy named Manolin. The boy had fished with Santiago since he was just 5 years old. Now he was 12, strong and full of admiration for the old man. He loved Santiago like a grandfather. For 40 days, Manolin had fished with him, even when there was no catch. But finally, at his parents' order, he had joined another boat, a luckier boat that brought back fish. Still, every evening, when the other fishermen returned with their catch, Manolin would go to Santiago's small skiff. He would help the old man carry his nets, his gaff, and his harpoon. He would fold the patched sail. He would carry the old man's heavy lines, carefully coiled, and walk beside him. "Old man," the boy said one evening as they reached Santiago's hut, "you are the greatest fisherman I know. Someday, the luck will return to you." Santiago smiled faintly, the lines of age deepening around his mouth. "It is better to be lucky," he said. "But I would rather be exact. When luck finally comes, I want to be ready for it." The boy nodded. He knew Santiago's words carried wisdom. To fish was not only luck, it was skill, patience, and courage. The hut where Santiago lived was small, made of faded palm leaves. Inside, it was almost bare. On the walls hung only 2 pictures. There was a bed made of newspapers, a single blanket, a wooden table, and 1 chair. There were no luxuries, no decorations, no treasures, except the tools of a fisherman. Yet Santiago never complained. He had lived his whole life with the sea, and that was enough. That evening, the boy sat with him outside the hut. They shared a simple meal of black beans, rice, and a little fried fish. The boy had brought it as a gift from his own home. Santiago ate slowly, gratefully, for food was energy, and tomorrow he would need it. "Tell me about baseball," Santiago said suddenly. Baseball was one of the old man's greatest loves. "How are the Yankees playing this season?" "The Yankees are strong," Manolin replied eagerly. "Joe DiMaggio is playing well. He is always the hero." Santiago's eyes lit up. "Yes, DiMaggio. He is my champion too. He played even when he had pain in his heel, yet he never gave up. That is real courage. Pain does not matter to a man." The boy grinned. "But you are stronger than DiMaggio, old man. You have the sea." The old man laughed, a soft, tired laugh. "Perhaps. But baseball has its battles, and the sea has its own." The evening grew darker. A warm breeze carried the smell of salt from the sea. The sound of waves reached their ears, steady and calming. Santiago leaned back against the wall of his hut, his face peaceful. "Tomorrow is the 85th day," he said. "That is a lucky number." I will go far out, farther than the others dare to go. Maybe too far. But I must find the big fish." The boy looked at him with admiration. "I wish I could go with you." "You have your boat," Santiago said gently, "but you are always with me in spirit." For a moment, silence fell between them. Santiago's thoughts drifted back to his youth. He had once been strong, a sailor on great ships. He had traveled to Africa, and on the golden beaches at night he had seen lions, young lions running and playing like children. Those lions had never left his mind. Even now, in his old age, he dreamed of them. They reminded him of strength, youth, and freedom. "Do you know what I dream of, boy?" Santiago asked softly. "Yes," said Manolin. "You dream of lions." The old man smiled. "Yes, lions. Always the lions." When the meal was finished, Manolin cleared the dishes and promised to bring food again tomorrow. Then he left for his parents' house. Santiago watched him go, feeling both proud and lonely. The boy had strength and future. The old man had only the sea. Later, Santiago lay down on his bed of newspapers. The hut was dark, but the sound of the ocean filled the silence. He thought of the coming day, of the deep waters, of the great fish that waited for him. He thought of Joe DiMaggio, who played through pain, and of the lions, who never feared. Slowly, he closed his eyes. Sleep came to him gently, and with it, the dream of lions. In his dream, they played freely on the beaches of Africa, their golden bodies shining in the sun. Santiago was young again, strong, fearless, full of hope. And as he dreamed, the old man smiled. Tomorrow would be the 85th day. His luck, he believed, was about to change.